Hello and welcome to the Dragon Den. I'm King of Dragons 5000 and today I have another action figure review. Today I'll be taking a look at the Jada Toys The Creeper from Scooby-Doo. The Creeper joins the ranks of the Scooby-Doo line made by Jada, and he does look quite impressive. As one of the most memorable Scooby-Doo villains, they did a really good job here with the Creeper. The Creeper is gonna come with two different head sculpts. A stretch out mask that goes over Mr. Carswell's head, as well as two pairs of hands. As we take a closer look at the Creeper, Jada Toys has done a phenomenal job here. The coloration is spot on and I really love the body proportions. As we take a look at the Creeper's head sculpt, it's a very good reflection of what we saw on the cartoon. The asymmetrical face looks quite amazing here, and I really do love the two different sizes of his eyes. The expression is perfect for the Creeper. As you can see, his elongated jaw is done very well. His hair is also going to be a separate piece, although it is a little bit soft in terms of sculpt, it still looks very good. The unmasked Mr. Carswell head is also going to be done very well, as the expression is of him just being unmasked. His shocked expression is done very well, and one thing I do like is that his glasses are removable. As with old-time cartoons, his eyes aren't going to be painted with the exception of his pupils. And just like with the Creeper head sculpt, his hair is going to be a relatively soft sculpt, although it is sculpted very nicely. As we have a look at the Creeper's costume, they did a really good job sculpting his jacket. The jacket is going to be made of a very soft rubber, and it does get out of the way for articulation. The sculpt work on the collar is done very well, and I do like the fact that it can be unbuttoned in the front. We do have a few folds and wrinkles in the front, but overall it's relatively a soft sculpt. And underneath his jacket, the Creeper is wearing a black shirt. The shirt unfortunately doesn't have any details to it, as it is just black plastic. As we have a look at his sleeves, they did a really good job sculpting the jacket sleeves, as we do have some soft sculpting here as well. Some subtle folds and wrinkles bring out a lot of detail in his jacket, and I do like the fact that the sleeves are torn at the bottom. And poking through the torn sleeves, you can see the Creeper's green skin. His hands are going to be done very well, as they are comedically oversized. His pants are going to be cast in that same shade of green, which does match his sleeves and his jacket. Once again, we do have a softer sculpt going down to his bell bottoms, where we do have some folds and wrinkles at the bottom of his pants. His pants will flare out, where we can see his shoes done in black plastic. And besides the sculpted sole, there's really not going to be too much detail here on his shoes. So overall, despite being a relatively soft sculpt, there's still a lot of details here on the Creeper. I do appreciate the fact that a lot of his parts are molded in the color they're supposed to be, so there relatively is very little paint. With the paint and details out of the way, let's compare the Creeper to our usual suspects. Despite being labeled as 1/12, the Creeper actually scales nicely with domestic toy lines, as well as other 1/12 scale figures such as the Jada Toys collection. But of course, the Creeper will scale nicely to the rest of the Scooby-Doo line. The Creeper will have a ball joint in the head and a ball joint in the neck. Arms hinge out to the side and do a full 360. A swivel in the bicep and double hinges in the elbow. A hinge and swivel at his wrists. The Creeper has a ball joint in his upper torso and a ball joint in the lower torso. His legs will kick forward, go back, out to the side, and have a thigh swivel. Very stiff double joints in his knees. a swivel in his foot, a hinge in the ankle, and forward-facing pin. As one of the most iconic Scooby-Doo villains, it's no surprise that Jada Toys made the Creeper in Series 1. I absolutely love the proportions here on the Creeper as it mimics what we saw in the cartoon perfectly. The hunch is done very well, giving the Creeper a very monstrous appearance. The utilization of soft plastic for his jacket was a good call as it does free up the articulation in his legs. And despite having a relatively soft sculpt, there's still a lot of details here on the Creeper. I absolutely love the detail of the mask being ripped off of Mr. Carswell's face, as that's such an iconic scene from Scooby-Doo. And the unmasked head is done very well, giving Mr. Carswell that very shocked expression. The only real nitpick I have is that the Creeper's knees are very stiff, but overall it's a solid figure. I did pick up the Creeper from Big Bad Toy Store, where he's still available for $30 at the time I'm making this video. If you're a fan of Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? And Jada Toys, this is one toy line that I highly recommend you check out. So with that being said, thank you for watching another video here on the Dragon Den. Before you go, don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and check out the rest of my Jada Toys videos. If you're in a position to help out the Dragon Den, check out my Patreon, where I have some exclusive content and early access videos. Check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, videos, recent pickups, latest prints, and as always, ring that bell so you never miss another video. And until next time, my loyal Dragonites coming from the Dragon Den, I'm KingofDragons 5000 reminding you to redesign, rebuild, and reclaim. I'll see you next time.